Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Margie. I'm a Hilk empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things, and I don't know, today's just kind of a blasé day. Just kind of a... Earlier I said it was skippable. Today was a skippable day. You just skipped it. Skipped the whole day. It's like a whole bunch of other days I lived. Just could have skipped the whole freaking thing. Would have been okay by me. Mom went to bed already. Look, I don't know when. I just got up, get a cookie, and she was already fast asleep, so. She had a good day, though. Yeah, she had a good day. It was a pleasant day for her. Benno, did you get a comfy butt? Oh, you're next to the staunchy guy. That's a staunchy guy. Don't be staunchy. You good boy. Good boy. So, what I call today's video, I had a purpose. Are the fears yours? It's kind of interesting. I followed this couple, Arthur and Real is what their name used to be. They're real life married couple, and I followed them from about, I don't know, when they first started. It seems like it was 2007 or so. They were a husband and wife couple that did a morning radio show when I lived in Omaha, Nebraska, and they moved from Omaha before I did, and then I lost track, and then I found them, and I just kind of kept track with them over the years because I liked the way they they talk to each other. As a husband and wife, it's a nice example, you know, because I haven't seen a lot of that in real life, really, and they have a nice rapport and stuff, and so that always stuck with me. Anyway, they have a Facebook page, and she asked the question about irrational fears, and these are how conversations start. These are how of shared consciousness, and so I'm excited about it. And they're on a Christian. I gotta get up and let Artie out. They're on a Christian, like, network type thing, and they got a Facebook page. But anyway, that their religious affiliation really has nothing to do with it. It's neither here nor there. So she asked this question. Come on, go on the lid, on the nose. About irrational fears, and I've had a few of heights. Heights was one of them that I had until I got the opportunity to go to the top of the Empire State Building and conquer that fear. Incidentally, it was kind of funny. Never mind, I don't need to go into that. So, and that's why we live our lives. So our spirits can conquer our fears and live an existence of fearlessness. Not without boundary, because we have free will, but we also have free will to practice constraint and also discipline. Yeah, we have the free will to do that. So she had mentioned that one of hers was walking with her kids and then a car backing down and then pinning her. And I was like, that one kid's, that's how he died. That one actor kid. The one kid that, God, Anton something or other, weird last name. That's how not too long ago, that's how he got, I think it was his own car, like it didn't go in gear. That's why I'm like, and that's the thing, and that's this shared consciousness, and I wonder if she was close in like astrology to him, or shared, or if they had other similar characteristics because they shared that consciousness. Because one person's irrational fear is we're all shared consciousness. It's just one consciousness, so it's another person's reality, you know. Like the terror of it. Oh my God, the terror of it. I used to, when I was a little girl, I used to have, I wouldn't sleep at night. I'd have anxiety about fire. I had an irrational fear of fires, and You know, a lot of times, look into your past life incarnations and see, you know, you probably in lives by these means. So that's gonna have some fear in you. That's gonna establish some fear in you, instill some. It's in your vibration. Fear, terror. It's a vibration that sticks in your spirit, and we've all felt terror. Most of us have, or most people have just forgotten their past incarnations. You know, and they're starting to remember. Astrology's making people remember, man. And that's causing a lot of cognitive dissonance. You know, and that's what this uncomfortability to me is. Just like people not is resisting and not wanting to accept the reality of the world as it is. People want to go out and play, and you can't go out and play. Why? Because so and so said so. Because people are getting sick. But out of 100 people, 99 people are getting better. One person's dying, but I mean it's it's just shows us the level of fear and the mentality of the people that are in charge, and the lack of creativity that they have in the event had something, you know, truly catastrophic, like, you know, like an earthquake. It's like everybody's fucked because you have these unimaginative freaking dipshits coming up with ideas how to talk about how spend money, and money's not real. But the people, more and more people, welcome to the cracks, falling through the cracks. Welcome. If you need some tips on how to get comfortable down here in the cracks, I got plenty. Get lights, ambiance lights. It's cheap. It's nice on the eyes. Helps when you get headaches. You know, helps with meditation. It's cheap entertainment. You know, for those that haven't been blessed with overabundance of fucking money, man. It's so stupid. Anyway, fears, yeah, sheer consciousness, you know. I remember having that when that became abundantly appeared to me. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, all, you know, things that I've seen, witnessed in my life, the traumas that I've witnessed are a gazillion people's horrors. I mean, I think about, that's like every parent's nightmare. Every parent's nightmare is to have their child freaking deflowered at 10, 11 months old, you know? And there's some storylines that people say that, like, the earlier trauma happens to you in life and the earlier things happen that other people say, refer to you as the control freaks, as things that you need to get over. Get over it. Yeah. Oh, the things I've gotten over. You know, because it's all energy, and you can't take it personally. I mean, it's not about me personally. It's not about me personally. You know, things just happen. Things just happen. It's not, nothing's personal, right? Nothing's personal. Nothing ever happens in life personal. That's the thing that people are quickly finding out, is that when people want to help people, you know, when they really care about people and they want to help people and they just want people to be happy and comfortable and not freaking terrified, you know, that they're going to be living in the streets and stuff like that. When they really care about people, they'll go through any lengths to help people. But there haven't been enough of the people that means to help people that have freaking gone through enough shit, so now they're getting their opportunity. I think it's really interesting that seeing the egos deflate, the egos that are deflating. Another one bites the dust. All these star figures, all these people that are just so used to just barking orders about stuff and just having things their way and their particulars, and it's like, don't you know who I am, and all this, you know, the all that, they're having a real hard time. And their cognitive dissonance is going to be bigger because they have the same mentality as children. They just are appeased a lot because of their status. But they have the same mentality as children. So what happens is when children don't get the attention that they want, ooh, they start acting out weird. And alcohol right now is so extra. Oh, I want to drink I would love to go down to get a 12-pack of some nice, or maybe a couple of sixers of a couple of different IPAs, you know, nice stout, some freaking espresso, you know, dark ale, something nutty, you know, and just let my spirit go and let my ego come in. Oh, the people I'd call. Because don't you they want to talk to me? Aren't they ready to talk to me now? Just all that crap. Just all that ego stuff. I used to think I was really important. First I was told by everyone that it's not about you. If I was a parrot, I'd regurgitate, it's not about me. It's not about me. You know? Even on my birthday, people have said that to me. I'm like, really? I can't make this stuff up. To me, it's kind of funny. Oh my God, Errol WXY. I'm good. Sorry to see Dennis go off the deep end. That was sorry. That was hard to see. Hi, Changing Stone. How's West Virginia? Yeah, see, I love the taste. I just freaking... I love Oblivion, man. I love Oblivion. I love it. Love it. I loved it more when I was in a lot more pain and I suffered. It was before I meditated and I needed an escape more. Now I just meditate. That's my escape. I got to do about an hour, 20 minutes today. I was so blissed out. Thing of it is I did it too early. I did it at like 10:20 this morning, and then I was just like, now what? And it's like the weather's overcast and it's raining sometimes and sometimes it's not, but it's just... I went and drove around, went up and saw a buddy real quick, but it was just... God, such a totally skippable day. Totally skippable day. Ugh. Yeah, he's gonna be alright. He and I, when he was here last summer, he and I talked about, he knows about alcohol and how it removes the spirit. I wish him well. I wish him well. Anyway. Yeah, but see, and then, I mean, like, well, actually, days like this is kind of more of a whiskey. But I love all flavors, too, so I would make different kind of cocktails. Like, I'd do the whole freaking, and I love ginger beer, and just make concoctions, and like a mad scientist, and then I get crazy mad, and then I freaking say stupid things, and... It's just better to stay out of trouble than it is to get out of trouble. And society's finding that out, because all this bros club is just so getting flushed down the toilet. Oh my God. Oh my God. People are getting stressed out, you know. People are hankering because all the energy of people are ready and they're raring to go and they're freaking fired up and they got all these ideas and they want to live their lives. Some people want to live lives, you know. Even the people that freaking, I'm sure that have just, you know, even I said that before. I'm like, oh yeah, when I was like 15, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the Air Force. I'm gonna learn a trade. I'm gonna get out. I'm just gonna go work my job every day, earn an honest wage, drink some beer, maybe smoke some flower, and then, you know, live my life out, you know. And I did so much more. I always sell myself short. Now I don't know what I'm due for a first time in a very long time. I really have no plan. Yeah, I got things I'd like to do, directions I'd like to go. But I mean, look what happened when I got here. It seems like every time I plan, yeah, if it's in direct alignment to my purpose in life, my true purpose of my path, it'll happen. If it's not gonna happen. So for the first time in my life, I'm just kind of willing to hang out and wait and see, and just kind of put money in the bank while I hang out with Mom. And she and I were talking. I'm like, Mom, wouldn't it be nice to just go to different like parks, national, whatever? God, they just all land, but it depends on who owns it, is what you refer to it as. Wouldn't it be nice to just go on outings, Mom, and to like Castle Craigs and Mount Shasta, and we'll just pack at lunch, and then a picnic lunch, and we'll just go out, we'll take pictures, and we'll just hang out in nature. Wouldn't that be a really nice way to spend our days, Mom? And then in the evening I'll come home, or and then like I'll work on making my dog beds and all my other projects and ideas that I have. I'd love to have a garden. We had asparagus for breakfast this morning. Cooked up some asparagus in the cast iron skillet, and just people don't understand. Food tastes good, yeah. Crappy processed food, it might taste good in the instant, but what they don't realize is how freaking incredible natural food makes your body feel. It responds to it. It like percolates. That's what it feels. I eat asparagus and fruit and vegetables, and it's like my spidey senses start waking up. But freaking, and I eat processed food because it's quick and convenient, and I'm just like, feel like an ass sandwich for a day or so. One day I won't anymore. That's the lesson. But hey, I've cut out a lot of vices. I've cut out of things that no longer serve me. In addition to countless relationships, alcohol, cigarette smoke. I'd like to ultimately not smoke flower one day and just eat edibles one day. Oh, but another thing I was thinking about fears and irrational fears is that people need to not, now we're in a highly prominent time for manifestation right now, so it's really important to not think about all the things that you're afraid of, because that puts you in a vibrational frequency of fear. And then what that does is that will attract to you and your life, your energy field, things that will happen that will keep you to make you afraid, to keep you in that vibrational state. So you got to rise above it. So you got to just keep imagining the earth how you want to see it. I'm talking about the people you want to, don't think about the people you don't want to see in your 5D earth. They'll leave them on the 3D, on the 3D part over there, Just only think right now. Always, it's a good rule of thumb is to just only think about, if you're imagining things, don't imagine in the past about the things that made you feel worse. Then you're going to keep drawing things to you that, like the past, that made you feel bad. Yeah. Makes sense to me. No, Dennis and I aren't family. I found him from YouTube. Yeah, I can't even drink decaf. I found him on YouTube, and we talked, and then when he's out in Oregon, and he hung out, and then it didn't work out, so he went on to the devil worshiper. Yeah, so, what do you do? Anyway, he taught me about Aries being in the first seat, and I will always be grateful for that. And he gave Mom a reading. He started reading for Mom. He said Mom's going to live a nice, long life. Mom's probably going to outlive me, so for that I'm grateful too. It was a good experience. He's an Aries male, and I'm an Aries female, and I'm balanced in my masculine and feminine, and he's not, and he's still drinking. That removes your spirit. So I mean, he is an aspect of me. That's the thing, is everybody I look at is just potential of who I could be. Yeah, so when I start getting thirsty, yeah, go get a bottle of whiskey, Marge. I think about that. No, I don't want to. I'm good. I'm good with the roof over my head, because it's real quick that stuff like that goes away. I break out, and I'm already an authority magnet, man. I already break out, so I don't need that kind of press. I gotta keep, and I get in trouble because my ego gets in, and I'm just like, tell everybody how stupid they are, and I'm just a jerk and all that stuff. Just like most alcoholics are. Have you ever met? I mean, who in life? Who? I've been looking since 2002, searching the earth high and low for a drunk that is just a really incredible human being don't exist. There's a reason. There's a reason, man. There's a reason. It's because it's like ether. It messes with your mind, so it puts you in a state in a different timeline. So you're thinking things entirely different than everybody else in the room. You know, and then when they get stuck in the loop and they just keep repeating themselves over and over, it's like, yeah, I get it. You know, and everybody gets annoyed. You know, they think they're by themselves and they're not. And they go pee in the corner. It's just... that's what ultimately what everybody, because it's one. I'm talking about the folks of vibration with the obsession of craving. Once you start, you can't the you know, and it doesn't matter. And there's not just old men who live in freaking with long coats and dirty long coats. It's freaking, you know, housewives, and there's plenty of moms who freaking swore that they'd never drive with their precious in the car, and oh yes, how they have. So. Yeah, I wish I can drink, but I can't drink. Yep. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those people that can drink like an... Is there a normal way to drink? I used to drink so much. It was like I wasn't really good at a lot of things in life, but drinking, people would notice how much I could consume and still have a conversation like this here and there, because... It was Bud Light. It wasn't, I mean, there's not a lot of, so I remember one time, this is not things to be proud of, I did the math and it was like a 1.5 year time period. My roommate was it was like I was working at Chevy's, I was drinking a lot, and there's a 1.5 year there. On the low end, it was probably 7 days, and the high end, maybe, I don't know, 14 days in there that I didn't drink, spread apart in the 1.5 year, you know. I'm surprised I never had, like, liver problems. I really am. Because I always drank a bunch of water, too, but still, I drank a freaking lot. You know, I drank every day every day in that 1.5 year is, like, at least a 12-pack. And if they were going down real good, it'd be, like, 18-pack or more. So, it's interesting. I think about how energy and vibrations, because, like, some people, like, I don't know, I wonder if there's a correlation between energy with kids that used to get real, like, terrible earaches, because that's just energy and vibration. That's the thing, is people don't ground their kids. Babies, brand new babies are born, and they don't go put the baby feet on the earth. They don't ground them. They don't meet the earth until, like, sometimes until, like, freaking 2 years old or some shit, 3 years old, and it's like, dude, no wonder kids are getting, you know, earaches, and, you know, you fucking ground, man. You gotta, it's, and nobody believes in this stuff, and these are the things that just, you know, and, like, you know, and I think, I don't even know where I get this. This is like my Akashic record memory of remedies that can ease the pain for pressures of ear, like, of, leaving a pot of water on the stove. You know, humidity, it's just, it's all alchemy, you know, and I feel bad for kids because they just, they don't know how to communicate it, and then they get frustrated, and then it's, I mean, you get in a vibration of pain, you're in that vibration, the outside world doesn't exist. Outside world doesn't exist. That's why, I don't know, that's why, more and more people are becoming empathetic, thank goodness, though, because more people are having experiences that they're feeling pain, so, you know, it's one human being relating to another human being is what is gonna freaking pass the grace around enough to freaking heal this planet, man. It ain't freaking third quarter earnings and shit like that. You know? What we need to do is we need to get people, the planet, healthy, and then they don't have to worry about secondary shit. Yeah, you don't gotta worry about it. I don't get cold, so if I don't get a cold, then my cold can't turn into something worse. You know? People have personal free will. They have choice. And it's like all that processed food, all that nasty food, all that, you know, artery clogging freaking meat, red meat. Gotta have your steak and potatoes. Get your steak and potatoes. I'm at the point cows are too cute. I'm getting on Team Sacred Cow. They're too cute, man. They're too freaking cute. You know, it's funny. I was watching 6 Feet Under, and they were talking about Temple Grandin. They didn't use her name, but they're like, yeah, there's this woman. Because they're like, maybe you're autistic, whoever. Yeah, there's this woman who just designs slaughterhouses all day, and then like gives herself hugs in a machine that she made at night, and that's all the social interaction she needs. I'm like, yeah. You know, like dogs have thunder shirts. If people had thunder shirts, you know. Has anyone made a thunder shirt? No, they're busy sewing all that shit. All that nonsense. It just makes my third eye I'm just like, man, people will just buy anything. They will just accept anything as their truth. They'll just take it. Hook, line, sinker. Take, sold. I'm buying it. You're telling me, oh, that's not a controlled demolition. No, that's because of an airplane. Okay, it has nothing to do with oil and a bunch of old white dudes getting richer, huh? No, I mean it's like they can't hide it anymore. Everything is coming out, and all these egos, you know, they've been like this their whole entire life. You just told yourself they're really incredible human beings, and now you're finding out that they're just freaking egomaniacs like the rest of the freaking opportunistic scumbags that are running the planet, you know? Yeah. It's getting kind of interesting. Anyway. It's kind of a blasé day. But people's fears, you know, and shared consciousness. So, whatever fears you're thinking about right now, whatever you're like, if you're having dreams, nightmares, irrational fears, you might want to look at that, you know, because we keep looking at the stuff that we have to resolve, you know, and that we have to look at our part. I hate looking at my part and shit. That's the thing that sucks about being a self-aware is I know when I'm an asshole in every situation. I know it. I know when I'm a jerk. I freaking know it. I am so self-aware. I know my part in every situation. A lot of times I get tired, just freaking sick and tired of making amends, so I just don't say anything. I'm just like, I'll just keep my mouth shut. But oftentimes I'll just freaking, just out of principle. Out of the principle of the thing. Hey, that's messed up, you know? That's messed up. That ain't no, where's the humanity in that? That's what I like to say. There's the humanity in that. Let go your ego. These are all my sayings. That's I've been making up words and little tidbits. For a while, I thought I wanted to be a comedian. Like, I always liked girls that liked a lot of different kind of guys. Like, you know, they totally embrace their arcana of the slut. I always wanted to be the slut. I just wasn't a very good slut. Even when I was drinking, I wasn't a very good slut. I was just too freaking painfully bashful. I just always knew that my heart belonged to one person, and I just wanted to be true to that person, even if I didn't know who she was yet. Even if I don't even meet her in this life, at least I could say I was mostly true. I thought it was you a couple times, but it wasn't. At least I didn't stay in it just for chasing sensations, you know. But anyway, I am not a dime a dozen. Stupid true love. So, well, on that, dumb old love. I don't even know what I was talking about. Got me all good. Is anybody out there? Yeah, that's the thing is with my vibration and my pain. I don't know. It's all. I did a lot of psychedelics too when I was 15, 20. First time I smoked flower, I was like 12, but then I didn't do it again until for several years. But alcohol, man, the first time I felt, woo, I came out of my body. Whoo, first, okay, it's alright. And now there's freaking, like, it's cool, because now there's, I mean, people now, everything's online, so, I mean, freaking Eminem and whatever, that dippity-doo-dah, because there's traditions that say you don't talk about that stuff, like, in recovery on the level of radio, press, radio, and films, and freaking that, it's like, you know, every year, oh, I'm this many years sober. I'm just like, why don't you read a tradition? Let go your ego. You know, I used to celebrate that stuff too until I freaking dove face first off the wagon. I didn't jump off the wagon. I face plowed. I did a black backflip like I used to do when I was a little kid off stuff. Man, I wonder what I was in a past life, because I used to be I was a daredevil. I'm surprised. No wonder Mom had a stroke. She's 38. Fucking dude. The stuff, I put a fishing hook through my tongue when I was 2. Just that I wanted to see how far it would go before it went, and I thought it was tougher. It didn't stop. Flesh, you know, but that's what spirits are. We're just figuring stuff out. We get ourselves into situations and predicaments, and then it's like, I can't figure out how to get out of this. That's been my experience. So I'm digging myself out of a hole slowly but surely, you know. But I have the sense to do it. At least, hey, how many people don't have the, like, oh, I do terrible, stupid things when I drink. I'm just going to keep drinking for the rest of my life, you know. At least I had the sense to not do it. Or how many people, you know, I do meth and I've lost everything, but it's better than nothing. So I'm just going to do it for the, you know, look how many people do that. You know, that's the ego. That's when the ego wins. Oh, now more and more people are witnessing people having more and more experiences because, you know, the drug and the escapee, the people that want to freaking, you know, like that are always escaping their reality, people around them are going to start questioning, why is your reality so shitty that you got to always escape? Why can't you handle that, you know? I mean, I actually had a history that my reality was really worth, but the thing of it is that people really have to, it would behoove people to realize, to let go of those circumstances, because if they happen more than, especially if they happen more than 7 years ago, because if they happen more than 7 years ago too, if they happen less, then that is still your process, and I understand where you are in that part of the journey, and that for that my heart goes out for you. If it's happened more than 7 years, you aren't even genetically, you aren't even the same human being that you were 7 years ago. We evolve and change. We ascend. You know, and and there's astrology cycles that support that. You just let go of that low vibrational behavior that has you sitting in that field that just makes you feel bad. Because everybody's just supposed to feel good and hang out with their friends and eat good food and freaking laugh and clown and talk about, you know, things that make you feel good. But a lot of people can't do that because so many freaking nasty shit happened to so many people, because so many people do nasty shit. Because there's a lot of perverts in the world, so a lot of people are healing past that right now. A lot of people are that's what a lot of healing, this nasty stuff is healing, is that shadow work. I'm here to help with that. I'm good at keeping secrets. Yep. It's about, you know, just releasing that into the, you know, sharing that, you know, they have the same principles of it in church and things like that, but I think that church people freaking used it to their advantage too, you know, but I don't know, but if people have done nasty bro stuff, that you gotta freaking amend for it. You gotta make that right. You'd have to. But if you do it in this life, I assure you, you're making your next life a lot freer, less dense. If you do, if you've done some things when you were out of your mind, when you were drinking, when you were in college or younger or whatever, you're gonna remember. I used to get recall. It was amazing. After I drank for 13 years, and I dove off the wagon, and I would drink, and I would get recall from blackouts from when I drank before, because it puts your mind in that same frequency. So, if that's happening to me, I know a lot of other people are remembering other things that they've done in blackouts. So, go in, say I was a dirty, creepy bird. I don't live that way anymore. Do your time. And that, I'm waiting for the people and the accountability for people to make rights the wrongs that they've done. It's fair. It's only fair. It's how you free the shit up. That's how you free yourself up from stopping the patterns and the behaviors of attracting that low vibrational field to your radar. I just want people to feel good in life, That's all I've ever wanted. I've been the devil's advocate my whole life. I'm the one that encouraged people to freaking play hooky and go with your best friend down to freaking, well, you can't now, but to the department store and have photo montage to, put your music on on shuffle and have photo montage and play dress up and stuff like that, Or have date night with your best friend and just get all dressed up and go to an opera and, get some tachos or something, After all the work's done, of course, because it's all about balance. Anyway, that's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace.